Eala grateful for wave of support. Eala has never stepped onto the court without carrying the Philippine flag in her heart, sharing the glory with her kababayans in moments of triumph and banking on them in her times of struggle. Just like what she did in her hard-fought win over world number 8 Italian Jasmine Paolini in round of 32 of the WTA 1000 Dubai Tennis Championships, Eala got the boost from the cheers and it worked in the end. The 20-year-old Eala once again proved she could reciprocate the overwhelming wave of support of her compatriots, especially the hardworking overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, who spent their time just to watch her compete live. And surely, Eala saw, heard and felt the love from the fans. Somewhat. I'm aware of what happens over here. It's basically the same thing I want to imagine, said Eala after exacting her revenge on Romanian Sorana Cersti in last 16, 7-5, 6-4, and booking her quarterfinal ticket. But the waves of support have really just made every single match all the more special, she added. It's so difficult to describe the emotions and the actual experience of playing in front of this crowd, so I'm really grateful to be here. The world number 47 player, who mastered her craft during her junior years at Rafa Nadal Academy, became a sort of a happy pill for the OFWs in places she competes in. Salamat sa pagpuyat mga kababayan. Uwi na tayo, she quipped. The 5'7" lefty goes for another big win, this time challenging number 4 American Coco Gauff in the quarters. It will mark the first ever showdown between the two in the women's professional circuit. Honestly, I don't know. I think I'm on a good path. I think if I continue like this, the next match will be great, Eala continued. I'm looking forward to it. Coco is such an amazing person and we tend to forget that she's just a year older than me, but she's a great role model for so many, so I'm really excited for that match, she added. In the world of tennis, where pressure can feel heavier than a championship trophy and expectations grow louder with every victory, gratitude is often the quiet force that keeps an athlete grounded. For Eala, gratitude has never been an afterthought. It has been her anchor. When she recently expressed how grateful she was for the wave of support surrounding her, it was more than a passing remark. It was a reflection of a journey shaped not only by talent and discipline, but by a nation standing firmly behind her. From the moment she first gripped a tennis racket as a young girl in the Philippines, Alex carried more than personal ambition. She carried possibility. In a country where basketball courts often outnumber tennis courts, her rise in the sport has been both extraordinary and symbolic. Each serve she fires down the line and each match she battles through represents a breakthrough for Filipino tennis. But no athlete climbs alone. Behind every match point saved and every trophy lifted lies a story of collective faith, family, coaches, fans, and even strangers who see in her something larger than sport. When Alex spoke about the wave of support, she was describing something almost tangible. It's the flood of messages after a hard-fought win. It's the encouraging words after a tough loss. It's the social media posts from young players calling her their inspiration. It's the Philippine flag waving proudly in distant stadiums around the world. Support, especially in the life of a young athlete competing internationally, can be transformative. Training far from home, navigating intense competition, and facing the scrutiny that comes with rising fame are not small challenges. Yet Alex has handled them with composure beyond her years. A large part of that steadiness stems from knowing she is never truly alone. Her development at the prestigious Rafa Nadal Academy marked a turning point in her career. Leaving home at a young age to train in Spain required courage. It meant long hours on the court, cultural adjustments, and sacrifices that many her age would find overwhelming. But it also meant immersion in excellence, training in an environment inspired by one of the greatest competitors the sport has ever known, Rafael Nadal. Still, even amid world-class facilities and elite coaching, the emotional strength she drew from Filipino supporters remained irreplaceable. Imagine stepping onto a European clay court and hearing your name cheered by people thousands of miles from home. Imagine scrolling through messages from fans who stayed up past midnight just to watch your match live. That is the wave Alex speaks of, a current powerful enough to steady her when nerves threaten to take over. There is something uniquely powerful about being a trailblazer. For Filipino tennis, Alex represents a new chapter. Her junior Grand Slam triumph at the U.S. Open Girls Doubles event in 2020 signaled her arrival on the global stage. Later, her historic singles title at the U.S. Open Girls Singles in 2022 cemented her as one of the brightest prospects in the sport. Each victory sparked celebrations back home. News headlines blazed with pride. Social media buzzed with congratulations. Young athletes saw their dreams expand. But with recognition also comes expectation, a heavy companion for any young competitor. That is where gratitude becomes essential. Gratitude shifts the weight. Instead of viewing support as pressure, Alex frames it as privilege. Instead of seeing expectations as a burden, she interprets them as belief. Her public acknowledgement of the wave of support reveals emotional intelligence that often distinguishes great athletes from merely talented ones. She understands that success is shared. For fans, support may feel simple: a comment, a cheer, a repost, a prayer. But for athletes, these gestures become fuel. During grueling matches that stretch for hours under punishing sun, mental resilience is often the deciding factor. Knowing that an entire community is invested in your effort can spark that extra ounce of fight. In many interviews, Alex speaks with humility. She credits her family for their sacrifices, her coaches for their guidance, and her supporters for their encouragement. This humility strengthens her connection with fans. She does not position herself above them, she stands among them. There is also something poetic about a wave. A wave gathers momentum from countless drops of water. Alone, each drop is small. Together, they are unstoppable. The same can be said of collective support. One message might seem minor. One cheer might feel brief. But when thousands unite in belief, the energy becomes powerful enough to carry someone across oceans. For young Filipino players watching her journey, Alex is proof that dreams are not geographically limited. Tennis greatness does not belong only to traditional powerhouses. Talent can rise from Manila as surely as it can from Madrid or New York. Her gratitude ensures that as she rises, she reaches back, acknowledging the hands that lifted her. Beyond statistics and rankings, what makes her story compelling is the emotional dimension. Sport is not merely about trophies. It is about identity, representation, and connection. When Alex steps onto an international stage, she carries stories of backyard practices, early morning trainings, and national pride. Every "Let's go, Alex" shouted online echoes across continents. The wave of support also speaks to the modern era of sports. Social media has erased distance. Filipino fans can instantly share their pride. Young athletes can send direct,